Okay, and we are into game number 2 of this losers bracket match between TKAG and BWA/DRE. Changing their tag there and make everything confusing for everybody, so thanks. Thanks so much. Just kidding. And of course, this is the losers bracket, so one of these teams is going home here if they lose the series. And right now it's going to be DRE on the back foot as they lost game 1. I usually don't do that, but this is a potential Season 2 elimination match, and we might as well not hide it anymore. This is going to be it. If DRE isn't able to come back and win this game and the next one, they will be done, and their HoN Tour Season 2 dreams will be destroyed, crushed, and over. So certainly they're hoping for a very good game from their players. Last game drafted very well. Didn't quite execute as well as they could have, but certainly the draft was there, so the picks and the heroes were there. They just need to turn that into slightly better play, I think, and then they can turn this thing around, get a win, maybe 2, and move on. TKAG, of course, not going to be interested in letting that happen. If they are able to take down DRE here, they will be able to go into the consolation match, which will be between them and the winner and the loser of the winners match, which was NK no keyboard. And so that's going to help finish out Group A, as the winners match was won by Twisted Fusion, surprisingly enough. So Twisted Fusion is going to be the high seed from Group A, and I don't think anybody saw that coming, as they are they took game 1 over this BWA/DRE team, and sorry, no, they didn't. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but I believe they are still the high seed. Anyway, I can confirm that later, I guess, and probably not even say anything about it. Stupid new system's very annoying. Anyway, bands: Ophelia, Keeper of the Forest, Grinix, and Gemini. So Oath getting banned out once again, not that surprising. Cersei's left open, so we'll see if she gets picked up. Pestilence also left open, so TKAG will say thank you very much. We'll first pick that. Grinix banned, not a very big surprise, as he is banned out quite often. Keeper of the Forest, not a huge surprise either. Very powerful hero and can be run in a couple of different roles, so brings a lot to the table for his team. Pushing team fights, that sort of stuff. And with how powerful Rhapsody is right now and how well regarded she is, that combination's a bit of an issue, so we'll see if Legion decides to go for that Rhapsody Pesty combination, which is also very powerful, or if they want to pick up that Cersei, who is usually banned out because she is quite powerful. Really up to them, and I expect we'll see one of those 2 picks in the first picking stage. It's gonna be a Flint. That's shocking. By no means a bad selection. We see him rarely, but every so often he will get picked up. And if he can adequately protect a Flint, he is one of the hardest carries in the game. And now we got a Dev. So this is going to be a fun game, man. TKAG going all in. Interesting that they go Pesty Dev, just because usually you would see both of those heroes as mid-heroes, and that's evidently not going to be the case here. So I think TKAG's not going for a jungler in this situation. They're going to go for an aggressive tri-lane, either with Devour or Pestilence. Just because none of those 3 heroes can effectively suicide, so they at least have to put a dual lane top. They could go for a pseudo tri-lane as well, but I suspect Tempest and Parasite will both be banned out in this second banning stage. Very possibly by TKAG themselves if DRE does not pick up a jungler with their last pick. So certainly some fantastic picks in terms of stuff we never see coming out from TKAG. And let's see where they take that. They certainly are not going to be predictable with their lanes. I think right now, the best I could guess would be mid solo Pesty, bot solo Flint, and aggressive tri-lane, or aggressive pseudo tri-lane. They could also dual lane. Both Pesty and Devo do that pretty well, so if they were going to do that, I think you'd still end up leaving Flint solo. And Flint does alright in the solo lane. He's not great. No escape mechanism, a little slow, no stun even, just does that flare. So he has to play fairly safe, and probably does do a little better with the babysitter, but both Pesty and Dev sort of want one as well. This could also be a 2-1-2 strat, really, and leave the Dev solo mid or the Pesty solo mid, so lots of potential coming out here for the Legion side in terms of how they could run their lanes, what they could pick up with their last 2 selections. That's obviously the signs of a good draft, is when you catch the other team off guard and they don't know how to respond. Speaking of Hellborn, Bubbles, Torturers, Slither here, so nothing particularly shocking coming out from them. I'm going to assume this is going to be a short lane Slither, possibly a Torturer partner, but that's probably going to be a Tort support, as we don't see them picking up a jungler at this point, and I think most likely Tempest and Parasite are going to be banned, but that's going to take some coordination here in both teams because they only have one ban left and they're both still available. So Bubble's likely going to be Suicide, I think, and especially if Flint ends up soloing bot lane, that's going to be a pretty fantastic matchup for Bubbles. And now one of Tempest and Parasite will be available. So that's pretty interesting. But Hellborn's certainly picking more standard heroes and slightly more predictable lanes. Bubble's going to be mid or Suicide, Torture going to be mid or Babysit, so they're going to be probably in that short lane, and they're looking for either a jungler and a second support, or either a jungler and an initiator, or an initiator and a second support. Certainly still leaning a mid hero. This is going to be an empath here for the Legion side. Not a bad choice. Empath has 3 strong heroes to jump into with that pesky dev Flint. Both Tempest and Parasite are available, so TKAG still will have the option to pick up a jungler if they want to. At this point, I think they're not... let's see. Yeah, I think they're not going to, because they chose to ban out Wretched Hag, Madman, and Rally. None of those are support heroes. If they wanted to go jungler here, they probably would have banned at least one, knowing the empath will be available, or something else that we can use will be available if we use those bans. And it's going to be the Illuna here, so we're going to see dual supports for the side of the Hellborn. Almost certainly. Could still run that Torture in a farming role, but I strongly suspect we're going to see the dual supports. And TKAG now has a decision to make. Do they want to go the second support, or do they want to go the jungler? I think at this point you want the jungler, just because there's no fantastic second support available. Nymphora's banned, Rhapsy's banned, Cersei is still available, so I missed that. So they could go for that if they want a second support. Empaths, they've already been picked. Illuna and Torture have already been picked. Witch Slayer is still a possibility. So there's a couple support options here. I love junglers, man. I don't see why you wouldn't run one as much as possible. And we're going to see, actually, as TKAG is taking their time, running down all the extra time they've got, trying to decide whether they think this is basically a decision, do we want to go second support or do we want to go jungle? And that's obviously a fairly big decision here, and it's usually not one that you make at this stage in the game with your last selection. Usually, by this time, the choice has already been made, or made for you. And it is me Blitz, so missed him, but yeah, also another strong support. So this is going to be a second support lineup, and I do like that a little more, I think, just because this lineup here for TKAG, I think if you run a jungler, it's beneficial to run a true Suicide hero, because then you can either babysit the short laner or have a kill lane and dual mid. And in this situation, there's no true Suicide, so they're going to put at least a dual lane top. I suspect we're going to see an aggressive tri-lane with Pestilence or Devourer, and I think I favor the Pesty. So I'm suspecting this is going to be a solo bot Flint, Dev mid by himself, and Pesty top with Empath and Blitz. That would give them 2 strong stuns, and of course the Empath wall, and the potential for her stun with the Essence Link. So there's a lot of kill potential up there between those 3 heroes, and that's obviously what you want with the tri-lane. And considering there is no true Suicide, that's if they're going to run anything, they're at least going to be 2 heroes top. They're not going to send somebody solo top. As the last 2 picks here for the Hellborn side are the Illuna and Predator. And we don't see Predator very often either, so 2 carries here that are very rarely seen. Now I suspect they're going to be dual lanes here for Hellborn in a 2-2-1 strat with Bubble Suicide. Slither, I would guess, is going to be middle, because you really want to short lane that Pred. They could... So, apparently they want the remake, but they're not going to get it, because this is the replay. Oh, never mind, just go. So that's where that happened. Anyway, we'll see. So we're going to see dual mid, I think Slither Torture or Slither Luna. I mean, those are really the only 2 options. And a short lane Predator. And like I said, you could jungle this Pred if you wanted to. Not a great idea. Jungle Predator does not farm well. He doesn't gank particularly well. It takes him a long time to get going, especially because of the slow start he will get in the jungle. And it looks like it's going to be a Dev tri-lane on top. So that's just fine as well. There's only 1 real stun here now, but with the wall, the rot, and the hook, they should be able to do just fine in terms of kills. Pesty going to be solo middle, and I suspect that's going to be up against a dual lane. I did ignore the possibility of a Hellborn tri-lane, which they could certainly run. If they run an aggressive tri-lane here with Predator... No, probably Slither. Slither is up top, though, so he's going to be short laning. So this could be a Pred tri-lane down here, which would be reasonably powerful. There's 2 stuns to set him up, and a leap, which would do plenty of damage, so... Lots of kill potential here. Bubble's going to be heading mid, as Slither's now in a ton of trouble, actually. He's going to die. There's the wall. This is a dead Slither. So, some issues coming out already from TKAG, and this is looking like a bot tri-lane. Flint is going to have a hell of a time down here. He's just going to have to sit in his woods because he does not do well at escaping. And now Dev and Empath are going to head middle, try to get a kill on his bubbles. Dev has level 1 rot, so no hook here, but if they can get the stun or something off, there's no real great stun though, even though with Pesty and Bale. He's going to have some issues getting in there. So Empath coming in here, sort of showing himself a little bit. Pushing bubbles off the lane, as up top, is this a suicide blitz? Is that what the strategy is? It's Sequence playing the blitz who played Madman last time, so you wouldn't expect him to be a support hero. And for some reason, they're not just jumping this Flint. I seriously think, like, just jump him. Like, he's so far up. Use the leap. That'll slow him down just enough for the chain reactions and a stun from Luna, and that's probably a kill if they do those. I mean, he's not fast. Pred's not that fast either. 295, but 290 on Flint. So, interesting that Flint's being allowed to do anything down here. I would imagine that he'd just be completely shut out. That's the whole point of this tri-lane, is to destroy this Flint. And if, like I said before, with tri-lanes, if you don't get kills, not good. And is this a roaming... They took some damage in middle. Is this a roaming Empath Devourer? Is that what's happening right now? Because Blitz has been solo up in this top lane against Slither for a while, and Suicide Blitz is interesting, but I don't think it'd be that strong, and it's possible we're going to see a tri-lane Flint Dev Empath. As, where's the wall? Torture's in some trouble here now. Where's the wall? There it is. Very well done. Now Torture is pretty much dead. Chain reactions there go on to... but he's... Oh, not enough as the final auto attacks come in. Hook now onto Illuna. Well played, Panny. And Illuna will also go down, so a double tap here for Mr. Ling on this Flint Beastwood. This is like a roaming strat. Haste Rune going to be gotten bought here by Dev, and oh boy, somebody's in some trouble. Haste to Devour is usually an immediate kill. It looks like it's going to be Bubbles. Yeah, he's dead. Sequence is actually going to fall up tops of Slither, and that's sort of the issue with the Suicide Blitz. There's a Poison Spray on him and just a few auto attacks. And man, he's so squishy. The stun out there is going to do not enough as the poison damage finishes him off. I think they're looking for a hook here on Bubbles. Yep, there it is. Nicely done. Song of the Sea goes out. Shell Surf. Actually, Panny dies! Oh my god! Slice and Dice also falling here on his Bubbles, but Panny taking a little too much damage there. The Shell Surf Song of the Sea combo helping with the tower damage to finish him off. As Mr. Ling falls on bot. That's not that surprising. Just gets caught by the 2 heroes. Nice impale there. Impalement. God damn it. Impale and impalement. So Hellborn taking some control back. 4 to 3 hero kills now as they pick up 1 in each lane. And they're now up in experience. As Dev's rotating back top. Pilfering goes on to Slither, and now he's in some trouble. Where's the stun? There it is. No hook. Actually, the creep gets in the way, but it's still going to be this Slither. As he's trying to put the auto attacks out, and Blitz gets the kill. So you could tell Panny was intentionally giving Blitz that kill. Pop, meanwhile, Flint Beastwood in another ton of trouble as he's just dead once again. Nice wall, but it's not going to matter. So, action-packed so far. 9 hero kills in not even 4 minutes as we go crazy. Bubbles in a little trouble here as Dev's coming back in. This roaming Devourer is hilarious. Looks like Empath's found a bit of a home down here, trying to make sure Flint doesn't completely get destroyed. And up top, Blitz getting a solo kill onto Slither. That stun just doing so much damage because the pilfering went off and he had no movement speed. So well done there by Sequence, and that's going to put the Hellborn in the lead. Or sorry, the Legion in the lead. Meanwhile, in mid, level 5 versus level 5, Pesty and Bubbles going at it. Pesty 21 and 2 compared to Bubbles who's 10 and 4. Of course, Bubbles taking that death earlier. Not helpful, but Pesty is certainly winning this lane. On bot, Predator versus nobody, as Flint's died twice. He has 6 and 1 CS versus a 23 and 12 Predator. So no question Pred winning this bot lane. Slither coming back top, as in mid, Empath falls, puts the wall down, but not nearly enough. Power throw plus the impale, wrong side of the wall. Pesty looking to come in here, and so is Flint, but Torture's going to be able to get out there plenty of time. And Slither's now going to be in some trouble with Dev coming in. There's the Rot. And where's the Poison Spray? Looking for a counter kill on this Blitz, but Slither's just got nothing. Hook available? No. He's going to walk him down, and he will. Now Dev's trapped up here. He gets the port out actually in middle as Pesty falls, takes the Kelpfield stun. One auto attack. Ooh, nice power throw. So solid snipe there from Maluna. The Shell Surf does so much damage to Flint. He's got nothing right now. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the action to pick up, because that's basically what's been happening this whole game. Dev continuing to roam. Bot rune is refreshment, so Pesty looks like he'll go bottle that up. He has a full bottle already, so I think he might try to get a kill first. And I think Predator is going to be in some trouble down here. He has no vision, so he has no idea what's going on. And Strider's Dev is going to come in. Bugs onto Pred, and Impale Stun will actually miss. Of course, the Stone Hide is magic damage resistance, not physical damage. And if Panty can land the hook here... Nope, is not able to. Massively misses it as Sequence up top falls. Just taking everything. Impalement, Poison Spray, Power Throw. So Panty missing the hook down on bot, but forces Predator back off the lane as he is the highest farm in the game, just behind Blitz actually. Little trash talk going down. Looking for a hook still. So, non-terrible farm here on the Legion side, considering all the roaming they're doing. Obviously, if they just sat in their lanes, they'd be doing much better, but... 312 here on Blitz, doing the best, obviously. Kind Man at 230, Mr. Ling at 261. Considering how badly he got destroyed in the early game, it's not that impressive. It's not that bad. Fairly impressive. Refresh Room, gonna get bottled up here, but nice hook onto Torture, and that's just gonna be dead Tort. While coming out, they actually missed the chain reactions, and that's gonna be, yeah. So Torture sitting there going, I got this rune, and Dev says, well, I have the uphill, so I can see you. Pesty finding some bot farm in this bot lane, as Predator is a little scared because he doesn't know what the hell's going on, and he should be because Dev's down here as well, providing some support. So is Empath, for that matter. So Predator can come back to the lane, take the Impalement Stun. We see Aluna and Empath going to meet each other off to the side. As Dev's looking for a hook, gonna find it onto Aluna, and this is gonna be a dead Aluna. Puts the stun there onto Pestilence, but it's not gonna be enough. Chain reactions hit 2. And nice wall there, gonna block off Predator on top of the Impale stun. Up top, Blitz putting stuff, knows which one's real. Pilfering there goes down on the Slither, but he needs to be careful about this. He's gonna get the kill here? Yeah, but he's also gonna die, so... Interesting decision making there. Loses about 100 gold, but gets the experience. As Predator has massively backed off this bot lane, as he's just so damn afraid of everybody else not knowing where these other two heroes in the Legion side are, and they are farming the woods over here, getting the pull. Torture is spotting both of them. This Panty's now looking for a hook, not going to find it. Rev word there is the soldier's going to help clean up that Word of Revelation. How nice of him. Aluna coming over here through middle, looking possibly for a kill on Flint, and a little harassment damage there. Once Shell Surf's back up with the Song of the Sea and Kelpfield, they should be able to kill Flint no problem. And Aluna working her way back over here. Of course, no vision for Legion side, so Flint does not know she's there. Will walk over here now actually and see her. With the flare and an ult, he might be able to kill her. There's level 3 flare. Hook, gonna miss. So Panty Hook's not great. He's landed a few solid ones, but missed quite a few as well, as the tri-lane has reformed bot lane. Trying to protect this Predator and give him some farm. His GPM has fallen off though, 275, now below 3 heroes on Legion side as Pesty's taking the freeform on bot. Flint's done quite well in middle, and Blitz is still doing pretty solid up on top. Actually, out-farming the Slither by a pretty ridiculous extent. Invis Rune on Bubbles looking for a kill on Blitz, but he's already back here, heading middle. As they know Bubbles is gone. Ancient's being done by 3 heroes over here. These are triple stacked, I believe. So Pred gonna get some farm from that. Quite a lot, in fact. If he doesn't die first. In middle, meanwhile, Kelpfield going on the flank. Teleport coming in as well. He's going to take the Kelpfield stun. His Poison Spray does not hit. Now he's going to turn around with Flare and try to do something on his Bubbles. 2 supports coming in. Nice hook there on the Slither. So Slither will fall here. Puts the Poison Burst out. And it won't be enough. Now Bubbles in some trouble. Doesn't take the stun and now he's dead. So nice ports coming in here. As Flint ports back to base and will survive as of course the ultimate is non-lethal. Mid tower going to fall as well. So nice ports in there from Sequence and Panny on the Dev and Blitz. Spot tower going to get pressured a little bit. Pesty coming in from the side, and Panny's looking for kills, man. Going in from the side, taking a bunch of damage. Gonna put the ultimate down all along with the empath wall, and actually Panny's gonna be pretty okay. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Tries to deny himself, not possible. A few more auto attacks from empath will kill this Torture. Not gonna be enough. But Aluna will fall here. Meanwhile, Song of the Sea, Shell Surf combination coming in here, and Essence Link going to help him actually take cover, stops that. But Empath's still in some trouble, going to port out, as Pestilence now taking the Poison Spray, and he's in a ton of trouble. Going to fall here, no question. There's the chain reactions in the Shell Surf, and he's dead. So a little bit of greed coming out there from Legion side. They do pick up, I believe, what was that, 3 kills? I believe Predator died. And went top. And of course they lost a couple themselves. Now all of a sudden Flint's level 9, Pred's level 7. This was an 0-2-0 Flint and bot and free farm for Predator as Blitz finds Bubbles, but there goes the Kelpfield, and now there's a power throw on top of it, and Blitz is in trouble. Gonna take the Kelpfield stun, and that's gonna kill him. Apparently, Slither was AFK. But a hook missed. Nice wall, gonna stop Slither from going in there. The chain reactions also stopped him. That's still gonna get Slither. Nice ultimate there also on the Torture. Impale stun gonna lock down Predator and Tort, and this is also gonna be dead Predator as the hook lands. Power Shrimp from Luna, not going to be enough. And Empath is inside of Flint, so are they going to chase this? Very possibly. There's a portal key. There's a stun. There go the bugs. Ultimate from Flint, and that's going to be a dead Luna now. DD Rune on Bubbles. They're going to try to kill him, but it's not going to be enough, actually. He might be in some trouble. A little more, and... oh, nope. They completely juked him. So they can throw the flare in a second, I'm sure, yep. But not going to find him. Bubbles, in fact, is going to successfully poured out, as will Mr. Link on that Flint. So good chase there from Legion's side, picking up 4 kills ultimately. As Bubbles was the only one who survived. Mr. Link picking up the 3 farm here. Paying number 1 hookeries. So up top, actually, gonna get a kill on Torture as Devin won't find him. Hasted Dev gonna run into a Luna, but does not care as he is level 9 and the Luna's level 5. So the GPM charge clearly favoring the Legion side as they have 330 plus on 3 different heroes, and Pesty gonna be in some trouble here. Take the Shell Surf and die. Dev looking for a kill on the Bubbles, of course, knowing he does not have the Shell Surf, but instead actually will go for a Luna. Much squishier target, but she does solid jukes there. But there's the Rot and takes the stun. Is this going to be enough? Yes, Haste wearing off, and Penny deciding it's not worth it. Meanwhile, Bot Tower getting taken down by Blitz. Up top, sorry. And so there will fall, thanks to all sorts of stuff. Poison Burst going down to 2, but not going to kill either of them. Blitz in a little trouble, puts the Quicken down, but he's going to take the leap from Predator, as now he's slow. Energizer on top of that. He's so damn fast. Puts the Pilfering onto... oh my god, Torturer just got... that was hilarious. Courageous Leap once again, but he's like, I've got Quicken, I don't even care. Stun there onto Pred, and he's going to put some stuff down there. Pilfering as well. He's fast. Just running around like a crazy person. Is he going to find a jump possibility here? Has the portal key up, of course. And we'll have the jump onto Pred. Yep, there it is. But, of course, there's 2 heroes to support him, so this is probably not going to end well for Pesty. There's a stun. Kelp Field is not available. And Power Throw, not going to be quite enough. He still has the... shit, there's the Kelp Field. Now he's screwed. Tries to impale, tries to survive. Dev running in here as well. Not a good decision, as now he's also going to fall. And Penny's done. Top tower goes down to Flint and Empath. So too much diving, I think, there on the part of Legion's side, but they still maintain a lead. Invis Rune on Blitz, looking for a kill into somebody. He does not have an ultimate yet. Now he does. Just drops everything on Tort, and once again, that's going to be a dead Torturer. But so is... Blitz is also going to fall here. So damn squishy.
Sit down, son. Well, allow me to retort.
So, a little bit of pain. As apparently it was worth it. Torturer is sad. Top. Gonna take some damage. Empath is inside of Flint. Bot. Teleport coming into this Pesty to block him off the top, but man, Luna did end up falling. Just too much there. Port coming in from Torture, it will clean up this creep wave, and Flint might look for some more. Yep, where's the wall? Man, it does a lot of damage. Ultimate, shot him in the face. So Flint a little too powerful right now. Another port going to come in, and that's going to be their cue to back off. Kindman over here in this Pestilence will fall on Bot as Poison Burst comes out on top of some diving from Bubbles and Solar. So, going to be a solid kill there for the Hellborn team. Getting something, but they're still down by 8 hero kills, 9k gold, nearly 8k experience, as now Pred's in some trouble as a death. Just like, I'm going to dive you. Where's the ultimate? There it is. And Predator will fall here. Now, Mr. Ling is kind of low. Teleport's actually cancelled, so he'll be fine. Power Throw coming up. Gonna try to snipe Dev out, which is interesting. As the hook actually brings him back in. There's the wall. Oh my god. Huge plays from Panny. Bot, meanwhile, sorry, Sequence picking up Slither as he just jumps in. He picked off somebody else as well. I also picked off that Bubbles, so completely missed that, but a little too late to rewind to all the way there. There's just kills happening all over the map. 28 to 16, 18 minutes in, we're having like almost 3 kills a minute here. As Hook gonna go out, actually not gonna matter, as there's the wall to block off Torture, and he's just screwed at this point. Hasted Devourer coming in once again, gonna dodge chain reactions and die. Top tower gonna get pushed in here, and it will fall.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Nice! Holy crap!
3 kills already? It's the double.
I don't know what the hell that was, but it was amazing. And then it poured out for Panny. So he leaves the building. Drops the mic, leaves the building. Probably a good decision. Exit that way. On Bot, Predator in some trouble as level 15 Blitz. 647 experience minute. Jesus. Pret's level 9. Aluna's level 7. Torture's level 8. Blitz level 15. Gonna put the Pilfering down there, and gonna take a bunch here. Kelpville goes out on top as well. Gonna take the stun. Certainly makes sense, as he can still just run away. Oh my god, run, Blitz! There's the bound. Nice hook there onto Bubbles. Just enough range, and that's gonna be a dead Bubbles. Take cover there, but not enough. And now Deb's gonna be initiated on. Chain reaction there, on top of the Regis Sleep, sorry. And Bot Tower gets denied. So trade there as Panny saves his buddy Blitz, but the Poison Spray coming out here onto Flint, along with the Ward, but he's just gonna turn it around. Man, so much damage. So he doesn't even care. Eats the Poison Burst, doesn't even do that much damage to him. This Flint's kind of tanky at this point. When he's on Strength Steam Boost, he's pretty built up. 1100 on Agis. So good flare, and it helps some more building damage and help him clean up the creep wave. Predator too afraid to initiate, as Pest is off to the side, he's going to get jumped. Where's the jump? Empath is inside Pestilence, so maybe he's just looking for a multiple hero jump here. There's the jump, and Impale onto 2. Flare as well. Torture goes down so fast. Leap onto Pestilence, as well as the Shell Surf. Wall goes off, doing a lot. Presley will die, actually, Essence Length, but Predator gets taken out by the Marksman shot, or the Bullseye, whatever it's called. Nullfire onto Aluna, as that's hilarious, and she dies. Hook's going to miss from Panny, but Empath in the front line's actually doing some stuff. Essence Link stun will go off onto Solar, but not decided to follow it up. Wall taken out as well. So that's a Nullfire Blade onto Flint, because that's pretty funny. Panny get chased down a little bit here, and won't fall. Nice hook onto Bubbles. But he is able to take cover, Shell Surf away, and live. Big hook from Panny recently. As Mr. Ling is, for some reason, at 600 gold per minute. I don't even know how that happened. He started off against an aggressive Troy lane and died twice, and now he's at 600 GPM. Probably because he's 13, 2, and 6. That probably helps. Shell Surf there, Kelpville gonna hit 2. Pestilence actually in the background, though, interrupting both Aluna and Torture, Slither and Torturer, as Bubbles decides to back off, but Slither's not going to be so lucky. Stun there onto Pesty. Poison Burst as well, but the Impel stun kills him. Torturer is now going to fall. Essence Link is there, plus the stun, and then he dies to the Empath. As actually Aluna going to fall. It does take out Resilience, but not quite enough to survive herself. Panny's over here looking for a kill on Predator. They do have a ward up, so they know sort of where he's at. And they're going to see him here, and now he's going to be in trouble. The Assassin's Shroud from Blitz, as now he's just going to get eaten by Dev. No kelp field available, but that's going to be a dead Predator pretty easily, as 4 heroes are grounded up here. Pestilence Core is dead. And apparently manning down. So this is going to turn into a top tower push. Or maybe not. As there's a CC boat from Hellborn, and they're massively behind. Nice hook onto Bubbles. Jesus, Panny. And the Rock will kill him. Chain reaction to the dead actually as he'll die as well, so not a great trade, but pretty beautiful hook. GG's are called, can't blame them. They're massively down at this point, and that's going to be the game. So, hilarious strats run here by TKAG. I think it was just a matter of their their skill, their teamwork is that much better than DRE's. And when that sort of situation happens, even if you draft well, and they did draft decently, I don't think the Predator pick made a lot of sense, but their draft was solid. When you have that sort of thing, I don't think it matters. It's just, you're at such a disadvantage from the beginning of the game that good luck winning. So, that's it. Legion TKAG will take Game 2, and therefore the series 2-0. DRE gets knocked out, so Season 2 is done for them. So sorry, goodbye. And we will move on to the next series.